Welcome to Watch of the Week here on Caseback. This is a series of brief reviews and previews of recently introduced timepieces. It's not a commercial, you will hear my unfiltered opinion, my unfiltered reaction, and our guest in this week is... When you hear leaked and only for such and such market, then normally the bullshit or fake alarm goes off. This was produced only for the Italian market, told me once a fishy dealer when he tried to sell me an odd-looking Breitling. But in this case here, Tudor really showed a new Tudor Royal on their website for only a couple of hours. And links are not working anymore, at least not with an European or American IP address. But the first actual watches were seen in Asian marketplaces like Hong Kong. And question now, is this a realistic scenario or a marketing gag? Is it realistic that Tudor keeps such an advanced watch away from all the customers in the United States, Europe, Middle East, South America and so on? And before we discuss that, let's go over the basics of this watch as they are known. 41mm case diameter, EDA powered, day and date, sapphire crystal, integrated bracelet, a screw down crown, waterproof up to 100 meters. And there are 52 variations out there. 4 different sizes, 28, 34, 38 and 41, but only the 41 comes with the day complication, and so let's focus on that particular watch here. And you can choose between a lot of materials and dial options, and so this sum up to 52 variations. And the prices are between 2,500 and 3,700 euros or 2,600 and 3,750 US dollars, but these are only rough numbers because if one wants to import such a watch, import duties will affect the price badly. And interesting is of course the day window, which you find in that form on the Rolex so-called President. Very expensive, and so people always try to find an alternative for that watch. And alternatives were back in the 70s so-called Jumbo by Tudor, 37 or 38mm Rolex case, Rolex crown, AS movement, and today extremely wanted and rare and good condition. And another alternative is or was the Tudor Glamour, which never was really popular maybe because of the stupid name. And now this. And the name Royal is not new, by the way. Tudor called a watch in the 50s Royal, but there is no resemblance. If you see the design here, then you see the role models pretty clearly. Oysterquarz and the Omega Constellation Manhattan, which is new on the market too, this year in a reissue. So we're deep in the 80s here and the design confuses people. If you check comments and forums, you'll see anything between this is a girl's watch and this is a watch for an old man. And some people really like the design, others hate it, very few opinions in the middle. And I personally don't like it because it lacks elegance in my eyes, as you can see here on this Instagram picture. And although we have to keep in mind that the person here has a very small wrist, but especially if they really have made this watch for the Asian market, why then 41mm? Asian gentlemen tend to be rather slender, and so in my eyes this is questionable, this size here. But now let's try to answer that question. Is there really a Asian edition here? And I think it is, because Tudor did this before. At least I've read about models like the Prince Date or a Date Day, which was only available in Hong Kong. And the idea to make a product for a single market is in the time of the internet quirky, don't you think? People consume the same YouTube channel, Instagram pages, TV shows, films. But perhaps we can find more examples for unique taste in certain regions than we think. Would be an interesting topic, the perfect watch for every major region in the world. What do people really like on the wrist, let's say in Brisbane, Australia? Okay, and that's all for now. See you next Monday to Watch of the Week on Caseback.